Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video. And as you know, we've been talking about um, the personal development journey that I am going to be focusing on. So, um, it's windy down here. I'm looking outside right now the window, and it's like the trees are about to fall down right now because of the wind. It's like windy. I think there's a little bit of raining. There's a little bit of rain going on there too as well. So, folks, hey Christy, welcome. Good to see you. So, as we as I decide, as I continue on my personal development journey, um, my wake up time right now, this is not me using any clock right now. I am waking up at 4 o'clock, like on the dot, not using any clock, and this has been going on for a while now. So I kind of like that program. That so I program myself to wake up early. So I was up early this morning, and I was listening to some audios, and one of the book that I read quite a few times a while back. It was The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, and you know it. I'm just so happy for the reminder because that book has reminded me that I should, um, just I don't need to do a whole lot of work. I don't need to really work hard, but I need to be consistent and work consistently, work consistently over a long period of time. And so I was up listening to Darren Hardy up early this morning. And what other book I was listening to? I was listening to another book as well. Oh man, I totally forgot right now. But I was listening to another book. Jeez, I forgot now. But you know, it yeah. So the reminder, the compound effect is what I think is one of the best books out there on personal development and also how to achieve, how to become successful. Because it doesn't really give you a whole bunch of quick fix, and that's what a lot of us are into. All right. Don't forget, folks. While you are here, please like and subscribe and help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. So the compound effect is, I believe, is one of the best book out there on success because it bypasses the quick fix. You know what I mean? Hello, Genesis. Um, so the compound effect bypasses the quick fix, and it's like whenever you go online, and you decided to watch a couple of people who you think will teach you a few things about how to become successful, you realize that there's a lot of quick fixing methods they're talking about. How to quantum leap this, how to quantum leap that, and don't get me wrong. I like reading the Quantum Leap Strategy. It's beautiful. Yeah, so that's why you do a little bit at a time. This is what I'm thinking here. Okay, I saw this guy some years ago, Kimani. He actually listened to Darian Hardy some years ago, and I think he's one of the best example I see. He applied the the compound effect. He applied it. You know what this guy did? This guy did 20 push-ups a day, every single day. I forgot how many years he did it for. 20 push-ups a day. When you see his physique, and you'll be like, wow, this guy has been lifting weights and create like crazy. And no, he just did 20 push-ups a day for a long period of time. Right, exactly. You know, so we need to like go back a little bit sometime and try not to push. So for instance, this is what I am into right now. I'm tackling this, and this is every single day. I'm gonna have to do this every single day for a long period of time. Now, I understand if I have a 400-page book, I wanna read 20 pages a day. I will finish that book in like what, 20 days, something like that, because this is how I'm going to bite those small bites until I finish the book. I don't need to rush it, because now it can, I don't want to be overwhelmed. For instance, this is a vocabulary building book. Now, this is a dry subject. It's hard and it's dry. And it's not exciting at all. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to take my time with this book here. I understand that it's gonna take me a good while to really get it down. You know what I mean? Mr. Kimani, what do you say? I made so much progress before, and then well, yes. Yes. Well, no, you can do it on your own, and that's true. But you need to be highly motivated, Kimani. I got to say it. Today is day 411 days since I'm running and working out. And I can tell you it is not easy at all. Today I did 60 pull-ups and 300 push-ups. All right? And I understand, so I understand the difficulties. I'm doing this for over a year. All right? And I'm going to carry on. So I understand on a day-to-day basis what you have to do can become pretty because success is repetitive and it's boring, because you're going to be doing the same thing over and over and over for a long period of time, Kimani, and it is not easy because it's not sexy. It's nothing exciting about it. Nobody is there clapping you on, hey, Kimani, go. No, it's just you. All right? So, it can be very hard, and this is when you need like what do you call it? A mastermind or something like that. We have a group of people who you can call on and talk to sometimes, because it's just not easy. Trying to do it on your own is not easy. I am doing it on my own, but I don't think that is for most people at all, because most people are not that motivated. 411 days I am in doing this. Most people would have quit already. And even today, I didn't feel like doing it, but I still head down to the gym and I did those 60 pull-ups. And I hit the floor and I did those 300 push-ups. And then I head for a run and I ran 4 miles. That's not something that I would recommend for everybody. I recommend it for the people who have the discipline, the commitment, because motivation, like you gotta get rid of motivation. Forget about it. Motivation is good for a little bit. You know what I mean? And then you need to work on developing your discipline, because discipline has to be developed, and you need discipline in order for you to get, to achieve or accomplish whatever you set out to do. You must be disciplined. All right. Yeah, that can do it, Kimani. That can do it. That can do it. Yep, that can do it. Yep. You might be, yeah, so you might be making the money, but these people might be God, they are just pushing you around and getting you to, work around their schedule, you know, and that can be something that I learned, Kimani. Sloan, hello, good to see ya. Yes, for sure. You stopped by a couple of times, Sloan. So Kimani, something here that I yes, and believe me, something, if you guys hear the thunder in the background, don't worry, it's like it's about to pour raining out here in where we at right now. Yeah, so I was working at a job and they were paying me a couple of bucks more than what I'm getting here right now. And after I left that job, I was making less money, but I honestly feel way much better. Despite the fact that I'm making less money, I found myself in a way better situation. Why? One thing, they allow me to use my cell phone. What do I mean by that? So I can listen to an audiobook while I'm working. You know what I mean? So sometimes it might worth it in the long run to take a pay cut and start doing things that you like to, because like when I'm at work, I always listening to listening to something on YouTube, my some interviews, or some an audiobooks, or I'm trying to listen to some vocabulary building courses or something like that, videos, audios, whatever. Yeah. So that's what so I recommend sometimes get into a place where the managers uh, um where the managers are are more lenient, because at my old job I couldn't even use my earbuds at all. They just go off crazy, and I didn't like that. It's like I was like, you know what, I need to quit this. I need to get away from this job. Because yeah, it wasn't I wasn't feeling it there. And at this place I'm working now, I have a lot of freedom, to listen to whatever I want to listen to, and they don't bother me at all. I put my earbuds in, whenever they are in my presence, then I remove those earbuds, have the conversation. They left, put them back in, and I start listening to my stuff again. So yeah, because I like to keep up with the news that's going on around the world and so forth, and trying to listen to some type of history books or something like that. And at this job here, I can do those things at this job. So like I highly recommend, get a job that will allow you to do things that you wanted to do, that you will actually be doing at home. Yeah, that's what I recommend. Yeah. But yeah, as you know, folks, success is not easy at all. Okay, it's long, it's arduous, it's an uphill, and it can be painful when you believe that you get to a certain point and only that the freaking rug pulled from underneath your feet, you fell down, roll down the hill, and maybe you don't roll all the way back down, but you roll back far enough to hurt you. You know what I mean? And then you have to um uh, mustered up and find that grit within you and start climbing up those hills to get up there again. Not easy at all. I was doing 300 push-ups a day a couple months ago, and then here comes this pain here in my, like, right here, and I have to stop doing that many push-ups. I go from 300 push-ups to 30 push-ups. Crazy. And now I'm back up here at 300 again, but because I know I'm gonna have to work my way back up. And so I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get back to 300 push-ups a day again. And it was hard. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like, success is a lifestyle. And lifestyle is something that you have to build it. By the way, I know we think that we just pull lifestyle out of thin air. No, it doesn't. Yep, of course, Christian, get back out there again. Yeah, so that's what we have to do. You know, um, work on the lifestyle. How do I want to live? And so these are things that I sit down and I look at them like, what? How do I want to live? I do not want to go to a job for the next 20, 25 years. I don't want to do that. And then get some good retirement. No, I don't want to do that at all. I just don't. I don't feel like it's the right thing for me to do. I think it's not smart. So I'm trying to work my way out of that. But keep working until I become more valuable than where I am right now. So that way, you know, those people will come into your life. Those opportunities will show up in your life, or you create opportunities yourself, and that's what I'm looking forward to. But I like working at my job. The people there are nice and everything, but I just don't want to stay there for retirement. I don't believe it's a smart thing to do. Yeah. So yes, folks, um, I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling good about this journey here. Oh, yes. The book I was listening to on audio, it was The Four Agreements. I think this guy is called Dan Luis Miguel. I think that's his name. The Four Agreements. And it's an extraordinary book. Miriam, hello. Welcome. Yeah, so The Four Agreements is an extraordinary book. I believe you have to train yourself to get to that point, because Dan Miguel Ruiz. Thank you, Christy. Um, you have to train yourself to get to that point, because he's talking about don't take things personal, and that's not easy for a lot of us as human beings to do. Like, what did you just say? And we go off crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes. Jim Ron likes to talk about the winter season. And yes, the winter season can be extraordinary. It can be very long. Can be a long winter. And we have to stay in there for that long winter. So yes, I and it's funny. I was looking at summer here recently. Summer was here. I don't even know when summer left. No warning, nothing. Gone. So I believe summer is one of the shortest um seasons out there. Now we are going from winter, and then we are going into spring. Now, there's lots of planting to do. A lot of us, I think a good portion of us are in the springtime right now. Well, I think we are in spring/winter, because we're doing a lot of planting right now. And we are not seeing any success, a lot of us. And that's the reason, and it's so that's what the compound effect warned us about this. It's so easy to quit because you haven't, you've been going to the gym for 6 weeks and you really haven't seen any changes yet. You haven't lose not even 5 pounds, but you've been going to the gym. You have to keep going. That's it. You just gotta keep going. And understand that going to the gym is gonna become a lifestyle. It's gonna become part of your lifestyle. And this is where we ended up messing up ourselves for not understanding that. Exactly. So yeah, we are going to stay there until we get what we want. And uh, 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 um, another thing too, when we get the success, whatever that is, for each and every one has their different definition, of success. And whenever you get that success, I was listening to the compound effect this morning, and it reminded me, of a story about what her last name was, but and she was talking about this gentleman down there in Louisiana. The guy worked very hard and he become very successful. You know what he did? He stopped doing the things that he used to do, that actually got him the success that he so craved. And then what happened? The guy went back broke. So I was listening to the compound effect this morning. That's what Darren Hardy was saying. He was saying that you gotta keep on doing the stuff that you are doing. Whatever makes you successful, just understand that you are not going to stop. Or I should say, you cannot stop, because if you do, only a matter of time before you go right back. Those old habits are right there around the corner, just waiting to get back into your life, to send you back right where you were. All right? What I do, Kimani, I don't get stuck. That's what I don't do. I don't get stuck. I find something to do. I think what makes it hard is when we got into our heads and we start thinking about what we should do next. Stop thinking, just do it. Put on your shoes, go for a run, go for a walk, um, pick up a book, start reading it, hit the floor, do some push-ups, start moving. And by you start moving, little by little, the difficulty will slightly shift. And then, you will start feel some kind of you'll feel a bit more energized. So I believe the reason why things get hard is because we start thinking. And I would say, stop thinking. Don't think. Throw the thinking away. Start doing something, whatever that is. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you like to fish. Pick up a fishing rod, head down to the river, start throwing it out there. You don't have to catch anything. Just start moving. I work, I work at a hotel. That's what I do right now. Yeah, that's my job for now. Just stop thinking. Just start doing. And I believe this is why it gets, a lot of people in trouble. That's one thing I don't do. I don't think about anything at all. I'm gonna find something to do. I guarantee. I promise you. I'm gonna find something to do. I don't care whether I'm gonna take a piece of paper out and start doodling, start writing out my goals, or writing out my visions and where I wanna go in life and whatever. But I'm going to do something. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna hit the floor, do some, ab workout or something. But I will not sit down there and think too much. So I'm gonna look for what I need to do, what what I need to learn right now in order for me to get from point A to point B. I need to learn something. I don't know for you. I'm not sure what are you trying to learn, but start doing it. Yeah, thinking messes you up. So that would be my advice, Kimani. Yeah, you're welcome. And believe me, like, you say you are by yourself, and honestly, anybody who are trying to do it on their own by themselves, I hats off to you guys, because like I said, this is not easy. It is extremely difficult, and it's even more difficult when you have nobody but yourself. And we understand that nobody is coming to save us. There is no savior on the way. I hate to break the news to you. I hate to be a bearer of bad news. There's no savior on the way. Nobody's coming to save you. You're gonna have to build this thing here from the ground up, pretty much by yourself. Maybe later on down the road, somebody might show up to help you, and or so. Yeah, maybe because your goal is much bigger. But if your goal is big, I recommend that take small bites. I don't know what you want to do. Maybe you want to become a great educator. Read 10 pages. Just read 10 pages a day. That's what I recommend. Listen to half an hour of you know audiobooks on your favorite author, or the topics that you are interested in. So it can get hard when you're trying to do too much. This is why I highly recommend The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Highly recommend it, because sometimes we just need to sit back and relax and not try to move too fast. Sometimes slowly but surely. Right, move slow. There's something called slow, Kimani. I know a lot of us do not like slow, but slow is a whole lot better than faster. We are trying to move too fast sometimes, and the faster we move, we don't see we don't see any results. You know, we just don't see any results because we are moving so fast and we are working so hard trying to see results, and we have to go back to the compound effect. We're not got it. The results might not show up right now. It might show up later. One of my favorite analogies is the bamboo tree. That these people plant these bamboo trees. Not a damn thing happened. I think in the first 5 years, I believe, nothing happened. But within 90 days, that thing grew. I think 90 feet tall, something like that. So yeah, sometimes you are putting in the work. Not a damn thing happened. I have to keep on reminding myself about, because I'm like, my God, I've been working on this thing for so long, and man, I mean, I see some results, but I haven't seen the results that I want to see right now. So yeah, slowly but surely, slow down, Kimani, slow down a little bit. Just trying to take it easy. Start walking a little bit slower. You'll pick up speed later on. The compound effect will kicks in. The speed will, and the speed will come. But don't listen to these people telling you to speed up and hurry up. You know what I mean? All right then, folks. It was nice talking to you. Ryan here with a new video, a new live. And don't forget, this is a journey we are on right now. We are trying to work on spirituality, personal development. We are reading spirituality, personal development, and also, um, history as well. And of course, at the same time, working on building my vocabulary at the same time. Not easy, but we're gonna do it. Yeah. Right. Who do I listen to? I listen to quite a bit. I listen to Dr. Bruce Lipton, Joe Dispenza. Oh, thank you, Christy. You've been doing that. Dr. Joseph Murphy. Like I said, that one of my favorite is Earl Nightingale as well. I still go back to Bob Proctor till this day. The Science of Getting Rich, Dr. Wayne Dyer as well, because these are people that whenever I get feel like I need a little bit of reminder, I keep on going back, because you have to go back and remind yourself over and over and over and over. You need to keep reminding yourself. You know what I mean? And I love The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Waddles. That's I've been listening to him. He has the Science of Getting Rich, The Science of Being Great, The Science of Being Well. I like to listen to his stuff because he has a different perspective. And of course, Think and Grow Rich is one of my favorite, because I was just thinking this morning about the 3 feet from gold, when this guy, he found the gold mine, but the seismic wave comes in and push the gold mine to the side. Yes. Yeah, there has to be some gray area there sometimes, you know. Yeah. So yeah, slow it down a little bit. I guarantee you, start moving slow. Moving too fast sometimes can hurt you. Yeah. So yeah, the goal, sometimes we are like right there to the goal, right next to the gold mine, but we might not need to continue to go straight. We might need to dig around a little bit first, and we might end up finding that gold mine. But like, yeah, so we are gonna have to make this happen, because we don't like doing what we are doing. We want to do things that brings us joy, and breathe life into us. Our jobs are soul sucking jobs, a lot of our jobs. And we are trying to work our way out of there to get off of slave landia, off of the slave plantation. They told us that it's a democracy and you are free, you can do whatever you want. That's true, but it's not the whole story. And these people, in my opinion, are full of it. And they are lying to you. But you see, whenever we bring up these, oh yeah, no, you're such a victim, whatever. No, not true. It's not the whole story. Yes, you can work and become successful and so forth, but it's just not so straight. It's not, it's not such a straight line. There are things that you're gonna have to do to get yourself into the success circle. All right, folks. Ryan here with a new live. Looking forward to see you soon in a brand new live. Don't forget, folks. Get in shape. Get in shape. That's one thing, because of course, yep, time to rebuild. I am heading out. So outside there, it's kind of rainy, but I'm gonna head outside there. I need some food. I'm a little hungry. Kimani, was nice talking to you, and keep coming back here. I will do my best to help you, because I am a very dedicated and committed. Yeah, man, it's raining out here in Durango as well. Yeah. So I am just one of those guys who are just a bit more committed and dedicated to this journey here than a lot of people, and I realize that sometimes you need somebody there with you who are a bit more tenacious, and I'm one of those people who are like, if I fell down, I guarantee you I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna start moving forward again. All right. Okay, Kimani, take care. Looking forward to have more discussions with you. All right. Oh, it was hard. It was brutally freaking hard. It was tough. It was, man, it was because I was dealing with a whole bunch of old programmings, and I'm like, God, it's one of the hardest thing I ever have to do was to smash those programs and download some new softwares. And one of this time we can talk more about that, but I'm gonna run, so we will talk more about that, Kimani, and I'm very happy to share that very beginning of my journey with you because it was tough. Ah, yeah, yeah, I understand. Believe me, I understand. I understand. Well, something called forgiveness, man. You're gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to learn to forgive yourself. Trust me, you're gonna have to learn to forgive yourself. And this is what I recommend. First thing I recommend, if you're not doing it already, start doing it now. Get into the gym. Gotta get into the gym. You need to start running. These are things I highly recommend because this is what's gonna push you. Even when you don't want to do it, this will help you to develop the discipline. Discipline has to be developed. Some of us, we don't have that. We didn't have a father in the house who is a football coach to tell us, move, get up, go do this. We didn't have that in the house. It was just us. Huh? Oh, so that's good. So that's good. So that's a good start. That is, I think, but now you need to develop the discipline though. You need to the discipline needs to be developed, and then you can, from one area you applied it to another area of your life, because once you start doing something, it will spill over into another area of your life. Exactly. I know exactly how you feel. Believe me, brother. I um Me and you are in the same boat, and this was why that was one thing I decided to, in my very early on. I figure I learned that because I did not, no, I think later on I learned, because I did not have a father in the house while I was growing up, I have certain demons I have to fight as well. Okay, because, and one of them was becoming a disciplined person. You need to be disciplined. I cannot stress that hard enough. All right, and you develop discipline. How I develop my discipline mainly when I start running, and then of course I start going to the gym every day as well, and then I start reading as well and listening to my certain audios every day as well. So I have certain motivational audios I listen to every single day, not missing those. All right, yeah. All right, Kimani, we'll talk soon. Take care now. Hopefully I helped at least a tiny little bit. Bye bye. We'll catch up later. I gotta go.